Hi, my name's Ishmael and today we're going to be talking about short-term lets. So, short-term lets. What are short-term lets? Well, short-term lets is where you rent out your property for a period of generally a week or less. So it's like a holiday let. Holiday lets are normally a week or more. Short-term lets are normally a week or less. So why would you do this? Well, in certain areas of the country, such as the capital in London, and in holiday destinations around the coast, it's a good opportunity to rent out your property. Now, the types of tenants you'd be renting your property to is business professionals, if you're renting it out in a city centre like London, or if you're renting out on like coastal towns, you'd be renting it out on holiday lets for short-term stays, for people staying over evening, for weekends or events. Now, places which are good to rent out these holiday lets or short-term lets can vary. You can pretty much do it anywhere, because when you're looking at cities, you go for the city centre, or if you have some event like football stadium, an airport, or an arena like Birmingham Arena, the O2 Arena, you'd go for places around there. So when the events happen, you can get the tenants who would be going to those events. And you would look for generally places which are busy for workers. So construction workers, they're very common in Airbnb or in short-term lets. And you'd be looking at coastal towns, you'd be looking right near the beach, but convenient to get to a shop, good public transport, and so on. So why am I talking about this today? Well, the reason I'm talking about this today is because they've recently announced that there's a 37% drop in properties advertised on Airbnb in London. There's also a 12% of properties being advertised currently for sale are short-term lets originally. So they've come out of the coronavirus, they've had a really bad period of the short-term lets, and they've decided they're going to sell. So what does that mean? Well, they were working before coronavirus and everything's going to recover after coronavirus. So that means that these 12% of the properties on the market today are perfect properties to do short-term lets. So when you're looking at a property, then you might want to think, am I buying it for long-term lets? Am I buying it for short-term lets? Because 12% of them were short-term lets. The other statistic is that 26% of the properties that were short-term lets have now moved to long-term lets. So people are saying we're moving our short-term lets to long-term lets because we've had a downturn period. And in London it's even higher. In London it's 42% of properties have now gone from short-term lets to long-term lets, which means there's a 42% drop in the competition in London if you're doing a short-term lets. So if you want to do something and put it on Airbnb or Booking.com, then you're going to find that you've got 42% less competition. That's massive. So yes, there's going to be less demand because of the coronavirus. We won't have all the foreigners coming in, but you'll still have the workers and you'll have local people going on holiday, so you'll still have holiday traffic. So the Airbnb market and the service accommodation market is probably better now than it has been for a long time. So you can either go out and buy yourself in a service accommodation or a short-term let, or you can go and do a rent-to-rent strategy. It's up to you, but it's starting to look more and more like the short-term let market is now a good time to get into it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, whack that bell notification icon to get notified of more useful videos like this one.